Good morning, Kerwin.
Good morning, Kerwin.
How you doing, my friend?
I'm alright, I'm alright.
I can't remember doing that. And I thought I did pretty well in math.
Right.
For CSEC, that was in 2009. How much has the syllabus changed from then to now?
Well, they went through a scary change about 2 years ago and introduced something called a SBA for maths, where you have to do a
SBA
project.
for math?
a
Yeah,
project.
you didn't know that?
Yeah.
No, I didn't have that in my time.
Yeah. How often are you going to draw a 90-degree angle?
Yeah.
Or you're going to use find the value of x
You sure you got one
using
in maths?
simultaneous equations?
2 days ago, I was on a morning show, and one of the topics I discussed was the SBA. You see this SBA? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Not many students fully understand just how important the role this SBA plays in securing a nice grade. You know? Not much students understand that 20% of your final grade, 20% of your 20% of your final grade comes from the SBA. It's crucial. If you mess up your SBA, it will have to fight real hard in your paper too. Last year, I did 2 videos on the SBA, 2 videos. One in how to find a good SBA to do a title, and the other one where I gave on Christmas Eve. I made this video. This was one of the hardest video to make. Imagine ham cooking and I'm making video on YouTube on SBA. I actually wrote out the whole sample SBA that I created, and I went through the whole run through of that SBA. I'll have the link to these 2 videos in the description because people use those 2 videos. The free sample SBA I gave out to many students, and they use that as a guideline, and boy, 20 out of 20, 20 out of 20, 18 out of 20, 19 out of 20, 20 out of 20, they were able to grab them important marks. This video just going to cover things that I missed, and we'll have a trilogy of videos on SBA. If you get less than 20 out of 20 in your SBA, is your fault. Everything here, I'm just going to give you it on a silver platter. And guess what? I've been working on many more samples. But more on that later.
What is your number 1 advice for students doing SBAs?
I'll give 2 things. The number 1 is communication. You might be saying, what do you mean by communication? So, communication. You know what? At the end of the day, I am not going to mark your SBA. Someone in CXC is generally not going to mark your SBA. The writers of SBA books are not going to mark your SBA. Know who's going to mark your SBA? Your teacher. So you need to establish a nice communication channel between your teacher. Don't miss deadlines, miss or set for you. You want to appear that you are really studious and you are really getting down in this SBA. You want to have that communication with them so you know what they are looking out for, what's their pet peeve, what they are marking on, that kind of thing. You want to be in the game. In the game. Communication is the number 1 thing. Listen, let me tell you a story. I help a lot of people with their SBAs. I help one person with the SBA, 20 out of 20 in my book. I help my next person with the SBA, 20 out of 20 in my book. Check through, mistake, pointers, tell them changes, go over, boom. Both of them carry to the teachers, different schools. I'll call these schools NAPS, SAGs. The SAG student, and this was the first year SBA come out, the SAG student, 20 out of 20. The NAPS student, their teacher wanted some specifics in the title. She was taking that concise word in the title to the extreme. So, that person didn't get 20 out of 20. Luckily, it was a draft, so the teacher tell them change that, they was able to go and change the thing, organize, bam, in the end, 20 out of 20. All my one-on-one students, was collect the 20 out of 20. But what I'm trying to say is, it's important that you establish that communication with your teacher. Don't be the person that never talk to your teacher and at the end just give them an SBA, and you miss one start drafts and hand up and things. You don't joke wrong with your SBA. It have plenty of things you can procrastinate on. Don't worry. It have plenty of things you can procrastinate on. Just leave the SBA and do the SBA on time. Give the SBA a blind where procrastination is concerned. The second thing that you should look out for, I forget what it is, but right. The second thing that you should look out for is sample. Now when I say sample, people say, yeah, sample. Sample, I will just take that sample and modify it and think, don't do that. You get 0. If your teacher find out what you do, you get 0. You're robbing the system, you're cheating the system. You can make a whole school marks fall down if that SBA go up and people realize they are plagiarized SBA. Partner, do your own SBA. But it's very important to have samples, guidelines, what's called this thing, boy? Template. A template of what it is you're doing. So most teachers will give you something like that. And if you don't have something like that, I have an online class where I'm going to give them all these sample SBAs that I've been working on. I'm going to give them that in consumer arithmetic, statistics, geometry SBAs, just theoretical SBAs, so that they have an idea of what they need to do to get that 20 out of 20. You know, the structure of the SBA. So communication and getting a nice looking template, top 2 things. If you want to sign up to my lessons class, WhatsApp the admin number, I'll put it on the screen. If you're interested in signing up to my lessons community, assignments, resources, the lessons class, 2 hours every live stream every week, access to chat, access to this community of students who try. If you're interested in signing up for that, message the class admin, WhatsApp the class admin via the number on your screen, and organize yourself. It's 200 TT a month. Is one of the best things. I think it's the best thing a student can do, whether you're trying to ace the exam or you're just trying to pass.
How are the marks arranged in the SBA, and is there anything I should pay particular attention to?
Well, there's something important that you need to know about these marks, but let me tell you how the marks are arranged. 1 mark for project title, 4 marks for the introduction, ridiculous, 2 marks for the method of data collection, 5 marks for the meat of the project, presentation and data, 2 marks onward, or 2 marks for the data analysis, 2 marks for the discussion, 2 marks for the conclusion, 2 marks for presentation, or just how your project looking now, whether the English in our order, whether the project looking nice and neat, whatever. Right, so that's coming up to 20 marks altogether. Now the thing that no one is really speaking about, and that even teachers and students need to really know. In fact, in all projects, you see the marks that fall underneath, there's profile, there's different profiles. You may not know this, but there are different profiles that teachers have to mark underneath. Under KCR, knowledge, comprehension, reasoning. You see that R? That R is gold, brother. And the marks that fall for that R is gold because students really struggle in the reasoning department when it comes to the exam, like maths exam. That R column, the K column is make up marks in the K knowledge faster than in the R. So you don't want to lose no marks in the R in your project. You understand what I'm trying to say? So where does the R fall in your project? It falls in the last 3, the data analysis, the discussion of findings, and your conclusion. 6 marks, 6 reasoning marks is the project. 6R, 6. Why I can't phrase this properly? 6 of the 20 marks go towards R. Yeah, 7 towards comprehension, 6 towards knowledge. But you see the R, focus on the R. So you see them last components, you won't lose no marks there. Talk to the teacher and make sure you don't lose no marks there, right? That's how the marks are arranged. And that's the tip, that's the one thing you need to look out for. Don't lose any marks in the reasoning components.
What does it mean when my teacher says my SBA has been chosen to go up?
Well, if your SBA get chosen to go up, it means it's one of the SBAs that actually going to get sent to CSEC. What happens when your entire school finish, mark all the SBA and send up all the marks? Some kind of random process is taken, like shake up the bag and they pull up. Send this SBA, send this SBA. Usually the top 1 or 2 are the top SBAs, 1 or 2 are the bottom SBAs, or 2 or 3, and some in the middle. That's what will happen. So if your teacher tell you that your SBA was chosen to go up, you were one of those chosen. You just need to hope that you wasn't chosen at the bottom. You understand? But you shouldn't have anything to be worried about. Try and see if you can find out your mark from your teacher to know. Just know what you're dealing with for your exam.
Is a group SBA better than a single SBA, and which one is easier?
Well, both of them have their advantages and disadvantages. You see, with group project, it's easier for the student. It's even easier for the teacher because you have less SBAs to mark as a teacher. It's easier for the students if things run smoothly because you could do one component of the SBA and your brethren could do the sister could do the next component of your SBA. But it's problem if sis is a slacker. Or if your brethren is a slacker, that's where the problems will come with the group SBA. But the single SBA is up to you to handle these things. So you don't really have to run down nobody for anything, but you have to do the whole SBA. So, and with single SBA, now your teacher will be having to correct us a different SBA for every member of the class instead of group SBAs, that kind of thing. So, I did a survey about 1,000 students, and it seems like it's kind of 50-50 across Caribbean students. Like 50% do group, 50% do single. And I feel it might start lean more towards the group SBA. So you need to get accustomed with working in groups. If you want me to do a video on how to work in groups, yeah boy, how to work in group projects without falling into disaster, without hitting disaster. Because some group projects can be tragic. Let me know if you had a bad experience with a group project. If you want me to do a video on how to work along with groups, because you'll have to do that in tertiary education, secondary school education. Let me know, I'll do a video with some tips and pointers so you can know how to, maneuver the scene. So before I go, let me just show you how your teacher will mark the SBA. Remember, I already did a run through of the entire SBA. The link is in the description. You can watch it after you watch this video. And if you want to see some more samples and things, sign up to the online community that I'm building of students here who are from all over the Caribbean, different regions, that are working together to mash up the exams. Just WhatsApp the class admin to sign up, organize how you're going and get through with that. So your teacher will have like this paper, and I'll if you want to see what this paper is, message me on Instagram. I'll send you a copy of like the mark scheme. My name is Kerwin on Instagram. So yeah, the project title, that's 1 mark. Don't mess up your mark for your project title. It needs to be clear and concise and relates to a real world problem. Don't make up no imaginary name for anything. It needs to talk about something real. And I did a video on how to pick the title, so I don't want to waste time on that. Introduction, have a fat amount of marks coming from it. 4 marks. 3 things you need to hit them with. You need to hit them with a nice table of contents. Use the auto table of contents in Microsoft Word. You need to hit them with a clear description of where you're coming from with your project and objectives. So the samples that I have will show you kind of the nice format that really sparks it. You hit them with the table of contents, description, the purpose at the end, and you kind of have each thing identified so your teacher know to give you, hey, give me more marks, right? The method of data collection, that goes for what? 2 marks, and your data collection method is my battery cut off this. I can't remember where I really was, but anyhow, method of data collection must be clearly described, appropriate, and without flaws. I explained in the other video different types of method of data collection that we have. I'll deal with questionnaires, interviews, researching, and kind of thing. Presentation of data. Biggest amount of marks. You must know how to do. When you calculator, the class with. If you're interested in getting this calculator, check out the videos and calculator. Not all calculators are created equal. Some calculators can help you more and work faster in your exam, right? Anyhow, that was a big segue. Presentation of data. 5 marks. Must know how to make table, must know how to make graphs. I did some examples of that in the earlier video. You get in marks of your data is accurate and well organized. Tables, graphs included, correctly labeled. People like to not label the table. People like to leave out the page number to and write it in afterwards. Stop doing that slackness. Use appropriately and accurate use of mathematical concepts. There's a little formulas and things that you have to just organize the table and things. You want to make sure you're using the correct thing to get the appropriate for your project, right? Whether it's a statistics project, a consumer arithmetic project, whatever. Analysis of data and discussion of findings. Oh my gosh, plenty of SBAs that people send me. Don't send me no SBAs, and I'm reviewing SBAs this year. I just swamped with SBAs. Sorry, I can't review any SBAs this year. Time. But if you are on my online community, all is love, right? You can send me SBA. I'll take a review of it, or another tutor will take a review of it. Alright, this online community idea I have is really fantastic. I think it's the cheapest you can get lessons for, and you're getting a wide range of help. So WhatsApp the class admin if you're not already inside. You will see around exam time, all the people will be saying, bro, this is the best use of money ever when it comes to lessons. Alright, there's enough plugs on that. Anything I can plug in again, press the like button please if this video has helped you any bit. When you press the like button, the YouTube algorithm is get a little boost on the video. Where we reach, boy? Yeah, analysis of data. Hopefully we reached analysis of data, because I lost my train of thought. Analysis of data need to be detailed and coherent. Yeah, and I was saying the analysis of data and the discussion of findings, people mix up the two, like they don't understand what to put in the analysis and what to put in the discussion. The analysis analyzes the presentation of data, tells you the trends and that kind of thing from the presentation of data. The discussion discusses the analysis, the different conclusions that you derived out of the analysis. You discuss that. The video that I did, once again, the video that I did before goes into detail with that more if you don't fully understand that. The conclusion, you're collecting 2 marks, and then by the way, it's 2 marks for analysis, 2 marks for discussion, 2 marks for conclusion. The conclusion is based on findings. Your conclusion, people like to conclude and misrepresent their initial hypothesis, their initial title. We don't really deal up with hypothesis in the Maths SBA too much, but it's the same concept. You talk about something, you said something in the project title, and then you conclude something a little off of what you are saying. The teacher may take away marks for that. You need to conclude based on the purpose, the objective that you list in your introduction and that you title in the project title. And finally, you want to make sure that your presentation is nice. I would advise that you put it in this instead of this. But once your SBA thing in order and you're not writing in your page number like some people tend to do, and your English not atrocious, and you carry in your drafts, because some teachers take drafts and they'll give you back your SBA and tell you, organize that for my pa, organize that for my ma. Once you do those things, you should be in a gear for the 20. Don't forget, communication is the #1 thing. You want to communicate with your educator, communicate with your teacher. So, any questions on the SBA, write in the comment section below. I think a really good thing to help students is to have a template. So ask your teacher if they have a template. If you can't get one from your teacher, you know what to do. Sign up for a class, get some templates, save your life, make some good grades, that kind of thing. What other topics you all want me to discuss in maths? I'm starting back recording. I was recording on the Canon. The Canon decided to cut off and not come on. So I recorded on the Panasonic here. Hopefully the quality is just as good. This one has 4K recording, but that one is a better camera. This is the 70D. I don't want to know about this. I really don't want to know about this. But we're going. This is the mosquito room. And this is the room I recorded in for the second season for the 2019 May exams. Real mosquito in this room. For some reason, there's no mosquito tonight. But this room we're going to break down and we're going to building another, repurposing another room in the house. And we're going to be in a gear for the season soon. God is love. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. What I do on the channel is try to help people as much as in my ability to crush exams, whether they be CSEC SBA, Cape. We'll be expanding. I have so many things planned. Just let me know what you want me to do. I feel this because I do a video in a long time, I forget how to end the video. You will see some videos pop up with related content. Click on that. Look out in the description for the other SBA videos, press the like button, hit the notification bell, write a nice comment. Bye.